Good morning, students. Welcome to my online class. Myself, Mr. Praveen Boyd from Dharavi TC Municipal English School number 2. So, as usual, we are going to start our session by a good thought. So, children, can you see this slide? Can you see this image?
Yes,
Yes. Okay. So, will you read this for me?
yes, it's very easy to give example, but it's very difficult to become an example.
Very good. It's very easy to give example, but it's very difficult to become an example. So in our day-to-day life, we do a lot of mistakes while doing any work or any task. And the first comment that we heard from the people is, hey, don't work like this, work like so and so person. So they gives us an example of any person. Even when our younger ones, means our younger brother or younger sister, is not behaving in a good manner, not behaving in a proper way, so that time also we gives them the example of any another boy or girl. So sometimes our elder ones, means our mummy, papa, elder brother, sister, they also always gives us an example of famous personalities. Like there are too many famous personalities like Swami Vivekananda, Lokmanya Tilak, Rabindranath Tagore, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So always try to learn all good things from such personalities, and instead of giving others example, you become an example for others by your own efforts. But just tell me, is it really easy to become such great successful personality? Is it easy task for Lokmanya Tilak to become a successful person? Tell me.
No, it's very
No,
difficult.
it is very difficult. It's not an easy task. So a huge efforts, dedications are hidden behind their success. So always keep in mind that giving an example is very easy task. It's very easy that if we have to give example of any person, then easily we can give. But becoming an example for other people is very difficult. So we don't have to give example. We have to become an example for other people. So by your own efforts, be an example for others, right?
Yes.
So every time we have to do lot of efforts, we have to set our goals, we have to set our aims in front of us, and according to that only we have to go ahead. So that time also we can become successful in our life, and the other people will give our examples to the too many another people. Okay, so did you understand this good thought?
Yes.
So you will do efforts, you will set a goal in front of you in future, no?
बरोबर आहे.
Yes, you will become an example for another people, no?
Yes.
Yes, very good. So before starting today's session, I would like to show you one slide. In that some
Some
sentences are
sentences.
written. You just read that sentences, okay, and observe while reading that sentences. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Good. Yes, who will read?
I
Yes, read.
I completed my work Yesterday.
Hmm. Read second one also.
I completed my work today. I shall completed my work tomorrow.
Very good, beta. A small mistake you done. Okay, that's not a great big problem. I'll correct it. First sentence is I completed my work yesterday. Okay. Second sentence is I complete my work today. Third sentence is I shall complete my work tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Okay. Now you just observe this all three sentences and tell me what difference do you observe among these all three
Yes.
sentences?
Past tense, uh, present tense, and future tense.
Outstanding. What a answer I got. Very good. Very good answer. Actually, I was not means I was supposed to get this answer, but you gave this very nice. Actually, the first sentence is about past tense. The second sentence is about present
Present
tense,
tense,
and third sentence is about future
future tense.
tense. So these past tense, present tense, future tense, these are the grammar topics, right? So these three sentences indicates the time of an action or event occurs. For example, I completed my work yesterday means this sentence is indicating the
Past.
action or event which occurred yesterday means in the past. Then in second sentence, I complete my work today. This sentence indicates an action that occurred today in the present. And I shall complete my work tomorrow.
Future.
This sentence indicates the action which will occur in future. Yet it's not occurred. It's not happened. It in future it will occur or it may occur. So these all three sentences are indicating the time of action or events. So today we are going to learn a very
Tense.
interesting grammar topic that is tense. So we all know what is tense. Tense is a
Yes.
grammatical means to indicate the time when an action or event occur. Everybody knows that,
There are
and
three tense.
it helps to talk about timing of any activity. So, and everybody knows that there are three main types of tenses. First one is read.
Past tense,
Yes,
present tense,
yes.
future tense.
Past tense, present tense, future tense. I have divided these three of tenses according to the timeline. First, past tense, which occur in past. Second, present tense, which occur in present. And third one is future tense, which action occur in future. So, see the next slide. Present tense, past tense, future tense. These all three kind of tenses are having subtenses, means subtypes. So these are the four subtypes of present tense. So will you read
Simple,
this?
yes. Simple present tense, present continuously tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuously tense.
Very good. First, simple present tense. Second, present continuous tense. Three, present perfect tense. And fourth, present perfect continuous tense. And like present tense, in past tense also there are four subtypes. Yes, read this.
Simple past tense, past continuously tense, past perfect tense, past perfect continuously tense.
Very nice. First, simple past tense. Second, past continuous tense. Third, past perfect tense. And fourth, past perfect continuous tense. And last one is future tense. In that also four subtypes are there. Yes, read.
Future tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, future perfect continuous tense.
Very nice. So, simple future tense, second future continuous tense, third future perfect tense, and fourth future perfect continuous tense. So, among these all subtypes of tenses, you have learned already about the simple present tense, simple past tense, simple future tense. And now, today, we are going to learn the continuous form of present tense, past tense, and future tense. Means today we will going to learn the present continuous tense, past continuous tense, and future continuous tense. Okay. So before starting this, always keep in mind a key how to identify the type of tense. Means there are helping verbs, and that helping verbs are playing a very important role in this present tense, past tense, and future tense. So which are that helping verbs? So first, in the first column, present tense, which helping verbs I have written?
Am, is, are, have, has.
Yes. So these are the very important helping verbs in the present tense. That is am, is, are, have, has.
Has.
Okay. So am, we use this am in front of I, is in front of he, she, it, and we use are in front of you. Okay. And then have, has, that is the part of perfect tense. Then in the past tense, three important helping verbs are there. Yes, please read.
Was, were, had.
Good. Was, were, had. And the third future tense is also having,
Will be,
yes,
shall be.
will be and shall
Shall.
be. Okay. So always keep in mind. Okay. In the next slides, we have to remember this all helping verbs. So just fit in your mind that am is are means present tense, was were had means past tense, will be shall be means it's future tense. Okay, remembered?
Yes.
Okay, so first we will see about present continuous tense. Okay,
Yes.
okay, so read it.
It indicates an action that is taking place at moment of speaking.
Good.
Second, the form of present continuously tense is
Yes, read that red color also.
subject plus am is are plus verb plus ing plus object.
Very good. So, this is the short definition for present continuous tense. What is present continuous tense? In the name only we come to know that continuous means whatever action is going on, that is going on continuously. For example, first I explain the definition. It indicates an action that is taking place at the moment of speaking. Means in present, any movement is going on, that time it indicates the action that is taking place at the moment of speaking. For example, now I'm talking to you, right? I'm speaking, right? And you people are hearing whatever I am uh, speaking, that you people are listening. So the process of speaking is going on. Is it completed? No, still it is going on. So such kind of sentences are called present continuous tense. And the form or the structure for present continuous tense is subject plus am is are. What are these am is are? These are the helping verbs. Okay. Am is are. These all three are helping verbs plus verb plus ing. So verb should be in ing form. Okay. It is also called present participle. Plus last remaining part is object. Got it? This is the structure for present continuous tense. We will take examples also, so your idea will be clear. So now just look at this picture. What's this boy is doing?
A boy is walking on the road.
Yes, a boy. This is the one boy. A boy is walking on the road, right? So the process of walking, it's still going on, right?
Present tense.
And here just we will divide this sentence into the structure. A boy, a boy, this is subject. Okay, then is,
Walking.
is, is is helping verb of present tense. So in the first slide, I told you that just keep in mind this all helping verbs, right? So in that, am, is, are. Remember, am, is, are. These are
Yes.
these all are the helping verbs for present tense. So here, which helping verb came? Is. A boy is, and walking.
Verb.
Walking is verb in the ing form, right? Walking. So this walking, this verb indicates the action is going on. The action of walking is going on. It's not completed. So a boy is walking on the road. On the road, this is object. Okay, got it?
Yes.
Okay, so now always keep in mind, okay? Whenever is, am, is, are will come, it will be present continuous tense only. Okay, always keep in mind. Understood?
Yes.
Okay. Now, can you see this picture?
Yes.
Okay. Who will read this sentence now?
Can I?
Yes.
My mom is cooking the food.
My mom is cooking the food. Now, the process of cooking the food, it's completed?
No.
No. Still it's going on. Mom is cooking the food. The process of cooking the food is not finished. It's still going on. So here also,
Sir, can I tell which is verb?
yes,
Which
yes,
is
very good, very good. Tell me, beta.
my mom is object. Is helping word.
Okay,
Cooking is verb. Is the food is object.
very good. Your answer is definitely right. A small, I think you want to say subject, but you said object, right? Because you told object correctly. So my mom is subject,
Subject.
subject. It's subject. Okay. Then is is helping verb. Cooking is verb
Verb.
in the ing form, and the food is
Object.
object. Do you know that when you will learn change the voice in future, whenever you will learn, so that time also this subject, object, and the verb, The identification of all these three words are very, very, very important. So I just tell you the idea how to identify subject, object. Okay. My mom is cooking the food. So you have to identify subject. Okay, now I tell you how to identify subject. When you will learn the change the voice, that time this idea will come to use for you. So ask a question to verb by who. Who is cooking the food?
My mom.
My mom. Ask question to verb that who is cooking the food? My mom. So that word will be subject. Who is cooking the food? My mom. So my mom is subject. And we got subject. Now we have to find out object. So ask question to the verb by what? What my mom is cooking?
Food.
The food. What my mom is cooking, or we can say what is my mom cooking. So the food. So we got object also. Okay. So when you will learn the change the voice, that time this idea will come for using. Okay. So understood.
Yes.
Now next, this is a boy. His name is Ganesh, and he's dreaming. He got a dream, and in his dream, he's doing something. What is doing? Can you read this sentence?
Ganesh is riding a bicycle.
Very good. Ganesh is riding a bicycle. So here Ganesh is okay.
Ganesh is
Just
subject.
yes. Let's use a idea. First of all, identify. Okay, now we don't know who is what is subject and what is object. We will use our idea and we'll find out. Okay. First of all, tell me which word is verb
Verb riding. Who
riding.
is riding bicycle?
Who and helping verb is.
Is.
Okay. Who is riding a bicycle?
Ganesh.
Ganesh. So Ganesh is subject. What Ganesh is riding?
Bicycle.
A bicycle. So a bicycle is
Object.
object. Understood the idea?
Yes.
Okay. So now Ganesh is riding a bicycle. The process of riding a bicycle is yet not finished. It's still going on. Right? Yes, it is not finished. And here the process or the action of riding a bicycle is going on in present. Why? Because helping verb is, right? So this sentence is of present continuous tense. Understood?
Yes. Yes.
Good. Now some more examples we will see. Present continuous tense. First sentence is yes, you read. Read anyone.
Ram is writing a letter.
Ram is writing a letter. Here under this sentence, I have written the form also, structure also. Ram is subject plus is helping verb of present tense. Then writing, this is the present participle, or we can say verb in the ing form. Verb plus ing and a letter is object. Okay. So Ram is writing a letter. The process of writing a letter, the action of writing a
Going.
letter, it's still going on. It's not completed. So this sentence is of present continuous tense. Always keep in mind, because when I will explain about the past, present, past tense and present future tense, that time and together when I will ask you questions or will give you sentences, that time you may get confused that uh, which tense it is. It is present tense, past tense, or future tense. So always keep in mind. Again, I'm telling you, identify the sentence by helping verbs, because in past tense also your verb plus ing form will be there. In future also your verb plus ing form will be there. But your helping verbs will help you to identify type of sentence. So Ram is writing a letter. Is there, so it is present continuous tense. Then second, read it.
He is playing a football.
Very good. He is playing a football. The process of playing a football is going on. It's not completed. So this sentence is also what? Present continuous tense. And as usual, he, subject is helping verb, playing is verb, a football is object. Okay. Third sentence, who will read?
Karan is watching a movie.
Very good. Karan is watching a movie. Here also, the process of watching a movie is still going on. It's not completed. And the fourth, read.
She is reading a book.
She is reading a book. The process of reading a book is going on. It's not finished. So this sentence is present continuous tense. So is it clear for you? Present continuous tense.
Yes.
What we have to keep in mind while identifying the present continuous tense? Helping verbs and verbs. Which are the helping verbs for present tense?
Present am, is, are, have,
Yes.
had.
Good. Now we'll move to the next type, that is past continuous tense. Yes. Read it for me.
It indicates an action going on in the past.
Hmm.
The form of past continuously tense is subject plus was, where plus verb plus ing plus object.
Very good. Past continuous tense, it indicates an action going on in the past. Means in present continuous tense, the action is going on in the present. And in the past continuous tense, it indicates an action going on in the past or in the past tense. Okay. So the form of past continuous tense is subject plus was oblique where. Was where, these two are helping verbs of past tense plus verb plus ing plus object. Okay. Now again, same picture is in front of you, but the sentence I have changed little bit. Will you read this sentence?
A boy was walking on the road.
Very good. A boy was walking on the road. Now here, a boy is subject, and which helping verb we have used here? Was. Now remember what I have told you, that was and where, these two are helping verbs of past tense. Means was is there, so this sentence is of past tense. It is confirmed. Now walking is verb in the ing form, and on the road is object. So this sentence is past continuous tense, and the process of walking on the road is not finished, but it is happening in the past, not in the present. In the past, before 2 or 3 days or before 1 month, I was walking, or a boy was walking on the road. In the past, the process was going on. Understood?
Yes.
So, such kind of sentences are called past continuous tense. Now, again, differentiate this sentence. My mom was cooking the food. My mom was cooking the food. The process of cooking the food was going on in the past, right?
Yes.
In this sentence also, my mom is subject, was
Was
is
helping was
helping verb, cooking is verb, and the food is
object.
object. Understood?
Yes.
And in the past, the process of cooking the food was going on. So this sentence is called past continuous tense. Again, Ganesh is dreaming something, and in his dream, he is riding a bicycle. But
Ganesh was riding a bicycle.
very nice. Ganesh was riding a bicycle. Was. Again, here which helping verb came? Was. So it indicates that
Past tense.
the action of riding a bicycle is happen in past. So, so that only I at start only I told you that remember this all helping verbs that will help you to identify your type of tense. So here also Ganesh is subject, was is helping verb, riding is verb, and a bicycle is subject.
Object.
Okay.
Object. Object.
Yes, very good, very good. Means you all people are listening very carefully. Very good. So it's not a subject, it's object. Good. So Ganesh was riding a bicycle. The process of riding a bicycle is going on, but in the past. Okay.
Yes.
So I have taken the same sentences, so you can differentiate.
Yes.
Now, past continuous tense, same sentences I have taken, but I have changed their tense. So first sentence, yes, read.
Ram was writing a letter.
Good. Subject plus helping verb plus ing plus object. Now this concept is clear for you, no?
Yes.
Good.
He
Ram was writing a letter. The process of writing a letter was going on in the past.
was
Yes.
he was playing a football.
Yes. He was playing a football. The process or the action of playing a football was going on, but in
Past.
past. In the past. Then third,
Karan was watching a movie.
Karan was watching a movie. Again, action of watching a movie was going on in the past. Karan was watching a movie. In the past, he is watching, but in the
Past
past. So, this sentence is also past continuous tense.
tense.
Yes, and fourth one,
He was reading a book.
she was reading a book. Again, process of reading a book was going on in the
But
past.
in
Okay, so these all four sentences are examples for past continuous tense. Always keep in mind helping verbs. Helping verbs for past tense are was, were, and had. Okay, we will use this had in perfect tense, but this also you have to keep in mind was, were, and had. Why? Because see, here also writing this verb came, and in the previous sentence also writing this verb came, but now we identified the type of tense by using helping verb, by identifying the helping verb. In the previous sentence, Ram is writing a letter, so it was present continuous tense, and then in this sentence, Ram was writing a letter, so it is past continuous tense. Okay, understood?
Yes.
Now, next is future continuous
Continuous
tense.
tense.
Yes, read it.
It depicts an action that is likely to happen in the future and continue for an expected length of time. Second, the
Hmm.
form of future continuous tense is subject plus shall be, will be plus verb plus ing plus object.
Fantastic. It depicts an action that is likely to happen. Likely to happen in the future means it's not happened. It's likely to happen means it may happen in the future and continue for an expected length of time, or for some time it will going to continue. So such kind of tenses are called future continuous tense. And the form of future continuous tense is subject plus shall be oblique will be. Now fit in your mind. Shall be, will be, future tense. Am is are present tense. Was were past tense. Shall be, will be, future tense. Okay. So
Yes.
shall be, will be plus verb plus ing plus object. Again, same feature is there, but the sentence is different. Read it.
A boy will be walking on the road.
Okay. A boy will be walking on the road.
Yeah.
What do you think this sentence is of present tense or past tense?
Future tense.
Yes, it is of future tense. Why? Because here the
Is
helping verb indicates that it this sentence is of future tense. Will be. This helping verb is of future tense. So here a boy is subject, will be its helping verb, walking is verb, on the road is
object.
object. Okay. You know that for object there is another name also. It's a predicative. So when you will move ahead to your next classes, so that time this concept will come to know. But now you just keep in mind this is object. Okay. So a
Yes.
boy will be walking on the road. Will be in future, that boy will be walking. In future, the process or the action of walking will be going on. So this type of sentences are called future continuous tense.
Tense.
Yes, read it.
My mom will be cooking the food.
My mom will be cooking the food. She has finished cooking in present or in past? No.
Yes.
Yet she has not started also, but we are just saying that my mom will be cooking the food.
Food.
In future, my mom will be cooking the food. Here also, because of this will be, this is of future tense, and because of this cooking, this is
It is
continuous tense. So my mom is subject, will be is helping verb, cooking is verb, and the food is
object.
object. Understood?
Yes.
Next sentence. Ganesh is dreaming something, and in his dream he is riding a bicycle. So read this sentence.
Ganesh will be riding a bicycle.
Ganesh will be riding a bicycle. So here also, because of this will be, this helping verb indicates that this is sentence of future tense. And riding, because of this riding, this verb indicates that this is the sentence of continuous tense. Okay. And
Yes.
here Ganesh is subject, will be is helping verb, riding is verb, and a bicycle is
Object.
object. Very good. Means you understood about the three subtypes of continuous tense. That is present continuous tense, past continuous tense, and future continuous tense. Good. So again, we'll take the examples, more examples. First one is, read it.
Ram will be writing a letter.
Yes, Ram will be writing a letter. He has written a letter? No, he will be writing a letter. This is the sentence from future. He will be writing a letter. Ram will be writing a letter. The process will continue in the future also. Okay. So this is future continuous tense. Then second sentence, read it.
He will be playing a football.
Good. He will be playing a football. In future, he will be playing a football. The process or the action is going on in the future. Okay. Good. Then third,
Karan will be watching a movie.
Karan will be watching a movie. I'm giving stress on will be. So, for what? That you
Future.
should come to know. This sentence is of future tense. Karan will be watching a movie. Good. This is also future tense. Why? Because the process of watching a movie will be continue in future. And fourth one is,
She will be reading a book.
she will be reading a book. In future, she will read a book. And the process of reading book will continue in future also. So, this sentence is also of future continuous tense. Got it?
Yes.
So, I hope you all have understood the three types of sentences. So, some questions are there in front of you. First sentence, read it.
Sachin is playing in the playground.
Now, you have to identify which type of tense is there in this sentence. Okay. Sachin is playing in the playground. With this
Present.
only present tense. Sachin is playing. Playing. So playing indicates us continuous action. So this is present tense, but this is present continuous tense. Okay.
Yes.
Good. Now second, read it.
She will be driving a car.
Yes. Identify the sentence.
Future continuous tense.
Fantastic. Future continuous tense. Then third.
The train was running fast.
Yes. Tell me.
Past continuous tense.
Very good. The train was running fast. The train is running, but in the past. So this sentence is of past continuous tense. Fourth.
I was reading a storybook.
Yes.
Past continuous tense.
Outstanding. I was reading a storybook. Past continuous tense. Fifth one.
Sonu is singing a poem.
Yes.
Present continuous tense.
Very good. Present continuous tense. Then sixth.
A farmer is driving a tractor. Tense. You
Present
were
continuous tense. You were sleeping in the room. Yes, tell me.
You were sleeping in the room is present continuous tense.
Again, read this sentence carefully. See the helping verb. Helping verb is where. Was where. Was where are the helping verbs of past tense. Yes, past continuous tense. Good. 8.
Satish will be swimming in the river. Future continuous tense.
Good. 9th.
cutting the vegetables.
Hmm,
Present continuous tense.
very
He
good.
will be working present with future continuous tense.
He will be working in the field. This is the example of future continuous tense. Okay.
Tense.
So always keep in mind that whenever you have to identify the continuous tense, see the helping verb am, is, are for present tense, was, were for past tense, and shall be, will be are for
Will
future
be
tense.
are future tense. Is are have has um,
Present tense.
and
Okay, very good. So I hope you all have enjoyed a lot this session. So today's session is finished, and last I have given you
homework.
homework. Write 5 sentences of the following types of sentence.
I
Now what
take
we
the
have to do?
screenshot of homework.
Yes. What we have to do? First, present continuous tense, write down 5 sentences. Second, past continuous tense, write 5 sentences. And third, future continuous tense, write 5 sentences. Means total you have to write 15 sentences. Okay, understood?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So in the next session, we will see about the next types of sentences. Okay, next type of tenses. So up to then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you so much. Bye bye, children.